Between 1980 and 2000, the sea otter population of the Aleutian Islands declined precipitously. So, precipitously means, off a precipice, that is sharply, right? Um, so then we know that between 1980 and 2000, the otter population in a certain region, it declined very sharply. Yeah. Now, there were no signs of disease or malnutrition, so there was probably an increase in the number of otters being eaten by predators. So, among in the wild, let's say the animals there, either they face disease in case there's a huge decrease in the number of animals of some population, like the population of some animals. We would say that either the reason could be disease, or it could be malnutrition, they're unable to find food, or it could be that predators have increased, right? So then there was no disease and there was no malnutrition problem, which means that, so then, we are hypothesizing that the issue must be the number of predators, that more otters were being eaten by predators. Orcas will eat otters when seals, their normal prey, are unavailable. All right, so lots of different animals over here, and now this could confuse me. I don't really know. I might get confused between the orcas and the seals and the otters whenever they are mentioned. So that is why I make a small diagram over here in my mind in case it works, or otherwise over here, a small one. They are saying that orcas will eat otters, which means that orcas are the predators and the otters are the prey, right? When seals, and they also eat seals, these are their normal prey, their prey of choice. But when they are not available, then orcas will eat otters. Yeah. When their normal prey, seals, their normal prey are unavailable, and the Aleutian Islands seal population declined dramatically in the 1980s. So seals population, this declined dramatically in 1980s. So we are talking about the otter population declining from 1980 to 2000. So basically, in the 80s and the 90s, the otter population declined dramatically. From 1980 to 2000, in the span of these 20 years, the otter population declined dramatically. Okay, therefore, orcas were most likely the immediate cause of the otter population decline. So, look, so they are saying that the seals population declined dramatically in 1980s. Well, so, and then, it is possible that because seals became unavailable, orcas started consuming otters then in 80s and then in 90s as well. And that is why from 1980 to the point in 2000, there was a massive decrease in the population of the otters. Kind of makes sense, right? So this is our conclusion. Orcas were most likely the immediate cause of the otter population decline. And this is what we have to strengthen. Which of the following, if true, most strengthens the argument? So very simple question stem. We have to strengthen this particular conclusion. Okay, let's look at the options. The population of sea urchins. Now look, urchins have not been mentioned over here as of now. All right. The main food of sea otters. So we come to know that urchins are the main food of sea otters. So under otters, now we have urchins. Otters are the predators and urchins are the prey. Has increased since the sea otter population declined. So this statement is telling me that the urchin population has increased since the otter population has reduced. It makes sense. In case the number of predators has reduced, the number of prey has increased, does make sense because there are fewer predators to eat away the urchins now. That's okay. That is something which could have happened. But does it in any way strengthen our conclusion? Again, think about what our conclusion is. The orcas are the ones responsible for decrease in otter population. It does not link orcas to otters in any way. It doesn't give us any information about whether orcas were the reason for the decrease in the otter population. It just says that the prey of otters have increased in number. Right. But then it doesn't strengthen our conclusion, the one that we are trying to strengthen. It's absolutely irrelevant to our conclusion. Okay. B. Seals do not eat sea otters. So it is saying seals do not eat sea otters, nor do they compete with sea otters for food. Now, there is no connect between seals and otters in any case, isn't it? I mean, we know that there is no such connect. I mean, option B is just telling me that, just telling us that seals and otters are not connected. Seals do not eat otters. Our question is not that at all. Our question is, we know that the seals population has anyway gone down dramatically. And now my question is whether orcas are the ones who have been eating otters, right? If I say seals have not been eating otters, does it strengthen that orcas have been eating otters? No, it doesn't. The seal population has anyway declined massively as well, right? So seals do not have any connect to otters. It doesn't matter to us, right? Okay. Then C, most of the surviving sea otters live in a bay that is inaccessible to orcas. Now, normally people feel that this is a weakener for a conclusion, but that is not so. I'll tell you why. They feel that, okay, if sea otters are not accessible to orcas, then obviously orcas cannot be eating otters. So then it weakens our conclusion that orcas are the ones responsible for the decrease in in the otter population, right? But then there is this one word over here, most of the surviving sea otters. Do you see that? Yeah. This means that, if and this is what, let's say, this is the kind of picture that is coming in my mind now. That, for example, there is this particular region, and now most of the surviving sea otters are found over here, and whatever otters were over here, this is, let's say, our Aleutian Island, whatever otters were over here, they have all been eliminated from here. Yeah. This is the area which is accessible to the orcas, but this narrow area, this is not accessible to the orcas. So there are no orcas over here. So this tells me, my option C tells me that in this, all the surviving otters, the ones which are still there, are present in this area. All the otters of this particular area are gone. Well, that just makes it more likely that orcas were the ones responsible, because we find orcas over here, then orcas would have likely eaten up all the otters from this region. But since orcas are unable to, to reach here, so then the otters over here are still safe and they are still surviving. So this is what this option means. Most of the surviving sea otters live in a bay that is inaccessible to the orcas. And hence, this becomes a good strengthener for us. Yeah, it does make it more likely that the orcas are the reason why the otter population is declining. Right? This word surviving, the current sea, the ones which are present now, they are in an inaccessible area. They are left because they are inaccessible to the orcas. Had this option been, most of the sea otters live in a bay that is inaccessible to orcas, had this surviving word not been there, then you are right that this could have been treated as somewhat of a weakener, because they are saying that otters are in an area where orcas are not there. So then how are you saying that orcas have been preying on otters? Right. So then, okay, as given, this acts as a strengthener. Let's look at other options also. The population of orcas in the Aleutian Islands has declined since the 1980s. So it's saying the population of the predator has also declined. Well, whatever could be the reason, could be disease, or this, or the seals population is going down. So maybe not enough otters are available to the orcas. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What is leading to the decline of the orcas population? We can't say. Our question is what is leading to the decline of the otters population, right? So this is also not our answer. All right, look at E. An increase in commercial fishing near the Aleutian Islands in the 1980s caused a slight decline in the population of fish that seals use for food. So now they are talking about a decline of population of this fish, which seals use for food, that this has declined slightly. This is totally irrelevant to us. This could be the reason, or even in fact, this has declined slightly, and the population of the seals has gone down dramatically. So this would not even be a complete reason for the decrease in the population of seals. But population of seals is anyway out of concern for us, right? We don't care about the population of the seals in any case. Our concern is the population of the otters. So obviously this is not the answer as well. Okay, now there was a question yesterday about whether option A can be called an inference in this question. Um, Option A is not an inference, guys. We cannot say that because the population of the predator has gone down, we cannot infer that the population of prey must have increased. Okay? Um, it is possible, certainly, but we can't infer that the population of the prey must have increased. Why? Because there are other reasons which could have caused even a decrease in the population of the prey. For example, maybe disease could have caused decrease in the population of the prey. Right? What happened to the population of the prey when the population of the predator went down? We can't really say. I mean, we can expect that the population of prey would have increased, but we can't really say that we can't infer it, we can't conclude it that now, definitely the population of urchins has gone high. We can't, right? Okay, so let's look at the next question now. So of course our answer over here is C. Let's mark it. The answer over here is C.